Hi Scorpio, welcome to your weekly tarot scopes. Please keep in mind these readings are only general, so take what it feels right and what resonates with your own life experiences at the moment. Uh, the way I do the readings is I draw three cards for the whole week. The first representing the main opportunity, the second the main challenge, and the third the overall advice. I also draw a fourth card, which is a Zen message that intends to bring to consciousness unconscious patterns and energies that may be helping you um, going through the week. So I think last week it was not an easy week for you, Scorpios. I think you had a sudden realization or something in your life met the point of breakdown, but it's a breakdown in order to liberate yourself in some sense. And I know that I think this week, and I feel this week is more a week of picking up the pieces, of knowing what to do uh, as a result of that sudden, intense realization of something. And I think you are picking up the pieces and you are dealing with a new consciousness and a new awareness that you didn't have before that lightning, that striking of the tower happened within you. So as a main opportunity, you have the Five of Swords. And usually this card is seen as the unglorious battle or win because you win something at the cost of a loss. I think this talks about just maybe you did lose something or someone, but that loss, or if you did walk away from someone or some situation, but that loss is actually a beneficial one. Loss or that win, sorry, it's a beneficial one because it's helping you to move forward into something much more smoother and calmer and at peace with your own self and what you want to achieve. This is again another five. Last week you had the Five of Cups, which talks about sorrow and regret and holding on to the past. I think you are realizing how much that past was hindering you, and not letting yourself be uh, walking away from that situation that was making you feel so negative. And I think maybe now you have the power, or you decided to walk away from it, or maybe someone did that for you, because many times when we resist and when we don't actually make and implement the changes and the letting go we need to do in our life, the universe sends the message for us to realize. And that's much of the tower or the thunderbolt message last week, is that when a lightning strikes our tower, and if she falls down because of it's because it was not honest and it was not truthful and it was not built on solid foundation. So whatever disappeared, whatever is being destroyed, whatever is being seen as a loss is actually a win for you. Don't be afraid of walking away, or don't try to hold on someone that is trying to walk away, or some situation or circumstance that it's not beneficial for the space in your life to bring some kind of awareness, some kind of realization, some kind of space to build a new foundation, to build something much more honest and in tune with what you want to achieve in life. What is that you want to bring as a positive energy and vibe into your life? And as a challenge, you have the Queen of Cups. This could be you. It's a cup queen, so it could be. This could also represent someone in your life that has these qualities of being a very emotional, generous, sensitive, intuitive person. And I think his energy is going through you, and as a challenge is about you not not becoming bitter, or not becoming so negative that you lose sight of the flow of kindness, of softness, of emotional resilience that you have inside of you. That's your own power, and that holds you in, it's your soul, and that holds you in any situation, in any hardship of life, is that ability of being a Queen of Cups, of being understanding, of being compassionate, of showing love to every single person in this earth, but especially showing love towards herself, especially knowing that inside of her there's a river, or an ocean of abundance. And she's very intuitive, she's very kind, and she's very lovable. So maybe as a challenge, you are facing you are facing some kind of disruption in your life, and maybe it's really hitting your heart, and it's being hard to show that love, and it's being hard to show that emotion and compassion that's deep inside of you, and it's hard to tolerate some situations, to be in harmony, to understand the deeper currents of what's going on inside of you. But as a challenge, it's about you tapping into yourself, you going inwards. This queen is all about what happens inside of her. You hold a lot of knowledge in this cup, and a lot of love to give to yourself so you can give to others. So if this is you or another person that is being seen as a challenge in your life, it's about you, no matter what you lose in life, no matter what you win in life, always knowing that you come from a place of love. You come from a place of good heart, of good hearted intentions, and you you just being compassionate. It really is just about you being really compassionate. And I think it's being compassionate about yourself right now. Maybe you are being too hard on yourself. Maybe you are being too self-critical. Maybe you are really demolishing your own self-worth and your own heart, with your own difficulty in empathizing with the situations that are surrounding you, that are surrounding this loss or this inglorious queen. But know that uh, it was the right time. You have the Two of Swords reversed as an advice. It was a time to make a decision, and it was a time to go forward with it. It was a time to enough thinking, enough holding on, enough past situations and ties that were blocking you were at some kind of crossroads that was hindering your path again. That was not giving you space for you to walk on in every single sense of life evolution and constant flow. And that's why the queen is in a challenge position, because she flows with everything. And you are in some kind of mental pain about the situation. But know, as an advice, is that it was the time and it is still the time, because it's showing up this week. It's the time to make decisions. It's time to stop avoiding situations and stop fearing a loss that it's not at all a loss. It's just the way you perceive it. And the Zen message is awareness. So last week you had the thunderbolt, which is The sudden lightning of striking, destroying some kind of situation in your life to ultimately give you some kind of liberation and a beginning of a new stage. But it's a sudden disruptive energy that may throw you out and make you feel like really hurt and lost, and you were not expecting it. It's an energy out of our control that comes to show us and to teach us exactly a new kind of awareness. You are being given opportunity to take the veil of illusions out of your life. You are starting to realize much more. You are starting to see much more with the own truth of your consciousness and realization of your awareness. And because of that, and maybe that's because you're becoming so much more aware of lies, of deceits, of deception and betrayals, that you are realizing that you really need to make this choice, and you really need either to walk away or to not be afraid to let someone walk away because of some situation, because you know the illusion that it's behind it, and you are just seeing things, you are witnessing things with other consciousness, a new consciousness, a new kind of awareness is growing inside of you and is taking over your usual perceptions and your usual ways of seeing and retaining information. So you see that thunderbolt worked for you to clean some space out of your unconscious self, so that this new consciousness and this new awareness could rise, and could rise to give you an ability to make choices that you maybe until now you were postponing, to not be afraid to go to your own path, to leave or to let someone leave, and in the middle of the process to still be your own being. Scorpios are really emotional, nurturing people when they want to. They are really intense, and when they love with all their heart and all their soul. But sometimes it's hard to trust, and it's hard to let themselves go, and let other people go into their space of heart. And maybe you are just becoming too close in it, even for yourself. And you don't want to lose your own essence and your own nature. You are not losing it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just it's coming to a higher vibration. It's coming to a higher state of being. It's letting you be your higher self. So, Scorpios, this week, whatever needs to walk away from your life, let it. Whatever change and decision you need to make, do it. But always from a place of heart and generosity and compassion and love and consciousness. So I hope you have a great week. Thank you for listening, liking, subscribing. It really means a lot to me. And we'll see each other in the next video.